Start. Hi, this is AI series and I'm going to give you a demonstration of what I have been created for you. First of all, I'm really sorry for it is taking longer than usual, but unfortunately or fortunately there was some orders in my queue and I have to finish that too. And there were also some hurdles in my way, as I discussed with you in our WhatsApp group. So let's get started the demonstration. This is the login page. You will see here. You cannot log in without. You cannot enter the web without logging in. So first of all, I'm going to give the demonstration of register page. If someone is new, then he or she should click on the register page. So there a user will be registered, and then only then a person can register to this page. In the first case, for example, I choose a username of AI series, and for example, the email address is email address this one, and password is any password that is of 8 character length. So I choose a password, and now again repeat the password. Once all the information are complete, and this form is validated, therefore all the information will be according to the validation. If something is wrong, then it will give you an error. In this case, everything is correct. When I click on the register page, it give me the congratulation message that I am registered now. Now let's check again that what sort of validation we have. And first, for example, if I want to register with the same user as I use it now, so let's try the same user but different email address, and this time any password is okay. So I'm entering a password, and so this the same user I already registered with, and email is new, password is okay. When I click on the register page, it give me an error that username already exists. This means that one user can register with only one username. The another thing is, for example, in this case, if I click and choose the same username, this time I'm choosing same username with a special character. So, for example, I intentionally enter a less than sign or forward slash or any other special character. And again, I enter username some gmail.com, and again I enter a password, and let's check that what is okay or not. So when I click on the registered, this time username must contain letters and numbers only, as I enter special character, therefore username must have letters and numbers only. Let's try it again. This time, for example, I enter the new username, Newton, and the same account, same Gmail account, and again there is some password. This is a password, and when I click on the register page, email already exists. Please choose another one. So now in this case, it is said that you are already registered with this email. Therefore, two different users cannot be registered with the same email. The next thing is, if for example I choose a different username, and I this time choose a different Gmail address, and password is I use this very simple and short password. When I click on this registered page, it shows that it password must be at least 8 character long. So again, it is not possible. If this time I choose the Newton, and username is some, and password is I'm choosing this time correct password, and the second password or confirm password, I'm taking only one letter different than other. So when I click on this register page, it says password do not match, and this means that all these validation are intact and playing their role. So if I in the station pass these rules, then only then a person can register her or himself. Okay, now let's go to the login page. As now I register a user with the AI series, so I'm going to uh, log in with the AI series name, and password is this one was the password. Now once I click on the login, it this is the dashboard of the of your web app. You can see here the new name of the user and image. So once we pass the image here, it will automatically appear here. And this is the name. This says the dashboard. This is your logo, and this button is used in many form. So once you see this button, you can click and you can focus on the app. So this maximize button, and here is the menu button if you want to remove the name of the events and user and dashboard, so you can do that. At the current time, events is zero volunteer, or all the table are zero except for the users. There are two users. The first one was admin, the second one we created now. There are two users, therefore it shows two users. Other all other data is zero at this point. So we will pass data to this field, and it will automatically be fetched here from the database. These are shows the graphs as currently there is no data, therefore it does not show anything. Once we pass data to the tables, then it will automatically draw the graph accordingly, and you can focus at any time at any specific card if you want. For example, if you want to study a specific thing, then you can maximize it. It will occupy the entire space. The most important thing in all this is the events and the user. First I want to discuss with all users. So once I click on the users, here are the users. This is detail of the users. This AI series is create now, just now, and this the date and time, and my last login is this one. So all these information are here. uh, the most important are these two buttons. For example, if I want to click delete button, then I can delete any record, or if I want to change the staff status, then I can change it from this blank star. But one thing should be noticed here, and that is too much important, that if a staff is a member, the status of the staff is no, then this person, in this case AI series, with the login with the username I have logged in with, I am not able to delete any user, or to delete any record, or to delete or to enter the data. Now, and only this admin can pass the data. This only this admin can delete the user, and delete the events and deletes the items, etc., all the table data, because he has a full privileges. But on the other hand, this user has no privileges. The status is no, therefore he cannot delete or update or change the status of anyone. So let's try. If I want to add, let's see the new all event. There is no event at this time, but if I want to add the new event, as I have logged in with the username AI series, therefore I do not have a status to enter the data. So when I click on this add new button, it will redirect me to this page that I have to log in with the admin username and password. At this time I am log in with this, therefore I cannot do this. For example, uh, if I want to delete a user, for example I want to try to delete myself. Do you want to delete AI series? I click on yes. Again it is asking me that you cannot delete any record, because you are not authorized to do that. Likewise, if I click on this admin, even I cannot change or delete anyone. If I want to change status of myself, I cannot do that, because for all these things you need to have a status of yes. If a person is staff, then he can make these changes. Now I want to log in with the different username with this admin. So I want to log out, and then I click on admin, and I will enter the password. And once I log in, now again the dashboard is same. Once I click on this new event, now I'm able to enter the new event, because if you see here, now I'm logged in with this admin. and I'm the administrator. Therefore, I can make other staff delete. If I want to delete this record, I can delete it. If I want to change the record, the status of this member AI series, I can change it by just clicking here. Now this person is also all the privileges, and if I want to change the status back to the no, so when I click again on this, I can change the status of this record, and as well as I can delete this record. Now I'm not deleting this record. I will because I want to give you some more demonstration, then I will delete record again. If you want to focus on this table, you can do it. You want to refresh if there is some new record. If you want to minimize, and if you want to close this table, then you can do. Again, there is a search button which is automatically, you do not need to click on the button. For example, if you want to search, there are two records, therefore you do not have much option to search something. But in this case, for example, if I want to search AI series, as I type AI, it automatically show me the AI series record one. That there's only one record, and as well there are number of records we want to show on this page. At the current, it is by default 10, but if your table grows up, then you can go to 25, 50, or 100. And as well as if there are 11 records and there is 10 records, so the second page will be automatically activated, and you can go to the next page and the previous page. That is very self-explanatory. Therefore, you can understand it, and it is very simple. Okay, there is also uh, filter. For example, if you want to filter by sort by username, or sort by member only, or sort by email, or any other. So ascending sort, for ascending sort you will click the up arrow, and for descending sort you will have to click the down arrow. This is descending sort and this is ascending sort. So again, I always want to sort it by serial number. Okay, let's add an event. There is no event at the current time. It is clear from here, and it is also clear from here that there is zero event. So I want to add an event. I click on this event. I do not know the name of the event. So first of all, I want to enter an event name. First name of the first name, for the first name I taking this fake name from a fake name generator. Here is the first name is William, and so I'm entering here this name, and the last name is in this case a person. So, and any organization name. In this case, I also take some organization names here. For example, this is Phoenix Computer. Phoenix Computer. And date from, so date from today, sorry, 2nd January 2023. And okay, once you click on this button, you cannot enter the future date, as today is 30th of January. Therefore you cannot enter the future date that are grayed out. Similarly, you can also cannot enter the future date in the date to field. For example, I choose this one, and phone number. So again, I will go to here and take the phone number of this user. Where is phone number? This phone number, control, and phone number. Street, street is here. Copy and the street, and state. So state is Florida, and next one is zip code. Zip code is this one, and country USA. Email address, if there is any email address of this person, yes, there it is. Email address. City, city, where is city? City, city, this one, the city. For example, city is New York. And comments here, this is there is a very here is very long comments etc etc. And I want to insert the image of this event for this at this time I do not have images of the event, so I'm going to insert the images of these random guys. So once I click on this one, all these information are complete. Once I click on save, the Phoenix computer added successfully. And if you want to see, if you want to enter a new record, then you have to fill all these field and click on save button. And among all these field, only this benefited organization is required field. This means that if you did not enter the value of benefit organization, then you cannot pass it to the database. Other fields are optional. You can enter it later on, and you can also, you must have to pass this data. So once I click on all events, this is the event I have been created for now. There is a reaction button, and this is the event. So if I want to add another event, again I will click on this button, and I want to add another event. For example, this time and for the organization I am taking the classic charity. Classic charity. For the date, this is okay. This one is okay. Phone number. Phone number is. Let's take the phone number of this guy. Where it is. Here it is. Phone number of this guy. This one. So this is the phone number. Street. This is the street, and state is KY, and zip code is 42. Uh, no, 42101. Country is USA. Email is this is the email of this guy. City Chicago, and again here is some comment, some long comment, and image. For the image I click on for example this image, and I click on save. So let's check it. There are two events now. This is the first one, this is the second one. If you want in the reverse order, then you can click on this or this, then you will click on this. It will show in the reverse order. So these are the records. Now only for this record, all for all these events, I can pass the data. For the other field, if you click on the dashboard, now you will see that there are two events, and again the charts and the graph not appearing because all the other events are zero. Therefore we have to pass data for the other field as well. Once you click on this, if you want to view detail of this person or this organization, the Phoenix computer, click on this one, and you can see here will be the image of the organization. Here is the name of the organization, contact number, their address if there is any, and full name, date from date to, email, street, and comments, etc. Uh, all these item details, individual attendant, benefited sponsors, and volunteers are blank. Now we will pass data here for this Phoenix computer organization. If you want to not passing any data, you can click cancel this button. And again, if you want to pass some data record to you want to record, then you should click on this button. At this table, you can pass single or multiple data. If you want to pass multiple data, you have to click this add field button, and it will give you as many fields as you want. And if you want to pass single data, then you can pass here a single data. In this case, I want to pass two data for this add new item. So first of all, there is a coloring pencil, and second one is chair, for example. So I'm passing some random data. I do not know about them very well. So I'm going to pass some data of hair, and if it is okay, then it will pass to the database. If there is some error, then you that will give us the error, and we cannot pass the data. So add new item. So once I click on the save button, added data successfully, and there are two records now. The first was coloring pencil, second was chair, and here is a total for these table. uh, at some point, if I want to edit this record, I can do, for example, I want to change any amount. This is not 143, this is 148, and update, so it will be 148. If I want to delete this record, I can delete it once I click on this button once and click the yes button. One data is deleted, and I also pass the same data for others, and the same operation are working for others too. Again, if I want to focus on specific table, then I can do it by just maximizing it. Another thing is, for example, if I want to pass data for all other tables, there is a unique there is a similarities between these table. For example, in this table, first name, last name, phone, email, and quantity. Likewise here, first name, last name, phone, email, and all these tables have same field. Therefore you can pass data for all these tables from one form. Once I click on this add button and come to the add other form, I have again the operation I have added for the add new field. As I want to add the new field, uh, the same operation is working here. Once I click on add field, it will give us the more and more field. But one thing is different from the above table. For example, in this case, I want to pass some name. In this case, again, I will click on this random button. This one here, and the last name is this is the last name. Phone, I want to enter the phone number. This is the phone. Email is also here. Quantity is 56, and choose table. As these fields are common in our four tables, therefore I can choose any table from this drop down. If I want to pass this table, this record, to an attendant, benefited, sponsor, or volunteer, then I have to click on that specific table. Once I click on attendant, for example, in this case, or for example, I want to pass this data to partner and sponsor, and I click on add other field. Now, again, I am taking the new data from here, and once the new data appear, I am taking the new name. I want to be very real, and therefore I am getting the data from this website, because I want that it look like very real, and if there is any problem, so I can see it here. So therefore I'm testing it with some data that is very close to real. uh, in this case 23, and choose table. In this case I want to individual attended, and when I click on this save button, all these two record will be shown in the corresponding table. The second data is stored here in individual attendant, and the another data was stored in this partner and sponsor. Individual benefited and volunteers are two different empty blank tables, and here is a table data passed, which I passed from that specific form. Now, if again I want to edit this record, I can do it, or if I want to delete this will be deleted successfully. So this is the the demonstration of this entering data. Again, if I want to pass this data for this new two table, in this case, again I'm going to generate a new data. The name of the user is this one. This one, the name of the user. Phone number is this is the phone number. This is the email address, and quantity in this case 14.23, and choose quantity cannot be in points. Choose table, in this case individual benefited, and add another field, and let's generate new data. Again, I want to pass this phone number, email address. This is 18, and choose in this case I think it was for the volunteers. So save. Let's check now. All tables must have data. This table had data. This table has data. This table and this table. All table has data. Now, again, I repeated this thing so many times. If you want to search something, if you want to show in the many, how many records do you want, and all these things are here, and you can do for all this operation as many times as you want. It will automatically go to your database. Once all these complete, let's check the dashboard now. The dashboard have very nice and clear table for the quantity charts. Is the from the item 25, 18, 14, and this is chart. This is the distribute quantity contribution from different quantities, and this is the line chart for items, volunteers, individual benefited, and all. You can see it here if you to hover the mouse on these bullets. Okay, also this quantity has been counted here. Now there are two events, 18 quantities in volunteers and 14 quantities individually benefited, 23 is in attendant, 12 attendants, 56 sponsors, 25 items quantities, and 2 user. So again, this is the clear and nice dashboard for you. And once you click on all events, now if you want to edit any event, you can do by click on this edit button. You can change, for example, if I want to change the image, I want to insert the image of this guy, and also if you want to make some changes here, then you can do. And once everything is complete, you can click on this update button. The database is updated successfully, and hence showing the data on the all events. And again, if you come to the user, if you log in with this user can only see the data, but he cannot enter the data as I demonstrated earlier. Let's check it again. I click on this logout button, and this time I want to log in with the AI series, and the password is once I log in. So again, the same dashboard is appearing for this guy, but once he click on this events and all events, he can see all the events, and he click on this button. Again, he can see all the events here, but he is not able to edit a record. For example, you want to make changes to this field, then he will definitely enter the specific or the administration username and password. He cannot do anything until he logged in with this admin username and password. These are changes. Okay, one thing is very necessary. For example, again, I'm trying to log in with the admin page, and once No, these are the all events. Once you click or delete on any event, then it will automatically the specific records associated with that form. For example, this Phoenix computer has this chair records, this Ronald, and this record of this person, this person. So once if I delete this event, this Phoenix computer, all these records will be gone. So it will be deleted automatically. Therefore, pay special attention before deleting any event, because if in this case you delete any record from a specific table, then that record will be gone from this specific table. But if you delete the event, then all these table will be blank, and no record will be there. For example, in this case, I'm going to delete this record. So once I click on this record, it is also showing me this alert. Do you want to delete record of physics computer? Please note that it will delete a record from other tables too associated with the Phoenix computer. Once I click on the yes button, so no, there is no record for the Phoenix computer. So all the associated record will be gone, and you can see there is zeros because all the records were associated with the Phoenix computer. Therefore, there is uh, no charts, no graphs, and no data. So this is very important, and there is only one event. And if you can want to delete this event too, then you can delete it. This is what I understand from your requirement. If there is anything else, then with the given domain, then I will do it. And if you want to demand some extra features, then we will discuss there on WhatsApp. Thank you very much.